You want to be seen? Listen, what's wrong with a woman wearing a head rag in public? It doesn't mean that she doesn't love herself. It means she just felt like wearing the head rag. She probably didn't feel like doing her hair. You don't know what her day-to-day life is. That's why I don't listen to people when they say, why you wear a head rag in public? Well, you don't know. The left side of my arm doesn't work right. I can't always do my hair. So you have to learn who you are so that when the world comes at you, you can shut it down. You can shut it down. And that's my goal. That's why I'm teaching Kiva. I always wondered, why am I teaching that class? Why am I even thinking about stuff like that? But if I had not been teaching that class, and as a matter of fact, y'all, God gave me that class 2 years ago. This month, 2 years ago, this month, I was riding with my daughter, and that's when it spoke to my heart. It was spoken to my heart. It came up in my heart, and then it hit my mind. Teach women to love themselves. Empower women through love and knowledge. Education that will help them with everyday life. Not, we go to college and get education on everything else. But nobody is back to teaching us that we don't have to do everything that we see. We don't have to be the same. Nobody's teaching us how to love ourselves from the inside out. You see everybody loving themselves from the outside in. So when it dropped on me, I was like, wow. And most of the classes that I taught actually helped me stay calm, because I teach coping skills in there. It helped me stay calm during the storm, doing anything that I go through in life. Now it helps me. So if you haven't heard those classes, you need to really look them up, because they are really beneficial. I give scriptures, I give stories in the Bible, from the Bible, of how, people in the Bible, they went through this. They didn't have all those medications back then. They just spoke to them spirits. Oh, wow. Sirens. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Oh, no. Trying to see if they're up there at my mama's house. Nope. I pray somebody's okay. I pray somebody okay, whoever it is. But, we don't have people teaching how to deal with everyday life. Like, a woman may get frustrated with her house, and nobody's teaching that. Everybody's too goody two shoes, and they feel like cleaning up every day. Let me put it like that. They feel like cleaning up every day. So I guess nobody needs that class, learning how to cope with everyday stress, like just walking in your house, learning to love your house, looking at your house differently. See, that's the things that God gave me. It's learning to deal with the small things that you don't think aggravate you, but they really do. Like family members who come over and you kind of pretty much tired of seeing them. See, I teach you how to stop being tired and be grateful. Because somebody ain't got no family. Children that get on your last nerve. They get on your last nerve, but if you teach them early, instead of looking into whatever they're doing as negative, even though it may be a negative situation, you don't have to respond negatively. You don't have to respond to that situation negatively. And you don't even have to respond at all sometimes. And sometimes you just need to stop and breathe before you respond at all. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of things that we do in Kiva class. In business, there's business out here, the business side of it. Learning how to be creative with your business. You might not even realize you may have an idea on your mind that can help the next person. And because your self-esteem is low, you're afraid to present it. See, I teach you that you don't worry. A no won't hurt you. It will bless you. You know what I'm saying? It's just small things that we just don't think we need. I don't know where those sirens went, though. But I've enjoyed just letting off some steam. And I just want to say to all y'all that's going through mental illness and stuff, don't be afraid of the names. It's just a name. That's about like when somebody says, oh, you're a diabetic. Don't be afraid of the name. Remember, there's still life. That's just something that they use to identify in society. But you still have a life. You are still you. Don't let these words intimidate you. Don't let them intimidate you. And remember that the power of life and death is truly in your tongue. If you speak down on yourself, then truly you are going to feel down. If you speak suicide on yourself, then truly you will be trying to do that. So don't be speaking negative on yourself. Instead, when you feel heavy and overwhelmed, find something to do that you love. Coloring. And you can deal with those problems. Sometimes you can't deal with stuff right then because of how heavy you feel, how heavy your heart feels. If necessary, just take a break from the world and just do something that you love. Because trust me, what's out there is going to be always out there, which is bills, and more bills. A lot of people stressing over these bills. They're going to always be out there. You're going to always be paying for something if it ain't nothing but a piece of candy and an old drink. So you just learn how to deal with those things in a positive way. And even if you got to let something go, let it go. I mean, don't be ashamed that you have a repo or something like that. It's not that you're the first person that's ever had it done. I mean, you just got to stay mentally well and realize it's a material thing. And if you have to lose it, something better's coming. It's all about keeping your mind well. Don't let negative people in your ear, because there is truly a lot of negative people out here. Don't get up under the people who have anxiety. Well, I would say the people who are always anxious to get a word in and tell you their part of the story. Sometimes you don't need to hear the whole part. Sometimes you just got to learn how to let those big mouths go. Don't be so anxious to get a bone, because sometimes that bone is not worth your sanity. Like today, for instance, I was talking with someone and I started feeling horrible. So I said, well, let me go. When people, you feel that people are making you feel certain ways, you got to learn how to cope with that, especially if they're family members and you're going to have to be around them all the time. It's a way to cope with that. And I teach that in them classes. So if you have chance to, go by and check out Kiva. And y'all, I'm finna get off of here. Who would have known I had this much to say? But I'm telling you, it was a blessing to me because it helped me to relieve stuff. And my testimony of mental retardation just lets me know I don't care what they say about your brain. Sure, I have short-term memory loss here and there, but I still live my life to the fullest. Sure, I have pains in my body, in my joints sometimes, but I don't take medication like that, because most of the time I speak good things over my life, and I will not take medication unless I absolutely feel it. And I mean, I've had to literally not be able to exercise to take medication. When I feel pain, I exercise. That's what I do. I mean, you find what works for you. Don't try to do what I did. You find what works for you. That's what I'm trying to say. Just find what works for you. Because everything don't work for, if my stuff don't work for you, don't try it. Don't try it. And if it do, share it with somebody else. Because we all different, and our minds are different, and we never know. Sometimes we be far gone, and like I said, what might work for me may not for you. So you just have to find what does work for you. And how you do that is through doing a self-assessment. If you don't do anything else, do a self-assessment of the things that make you angry, the things that make you sad, the things that make you happy, the things that make you angry and sad. On your assessment, all you got to do is write all those things out, and then write what you can do about it, or either what you would like to do about it. Simple stuff, simple little writing exercises like that can help change some of those learned pattern behaviors. Like, I always believe you solve everything with fighting. I don't now. I'll run from a fight now. Think I won't. I don't want to live that life anymore. I saw what it does. So I'll run from a fight. Call me chicken if you want to, but I know who I am. I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing the right thing. See, I'm not going to let your words tell me or dictate how I'm supposed to react to certain things. I'm not going to do that. Because I'm my own person. I know I don't have to follow the group now. Only follow the group when it's necessary. But situations like that may not be necessary. Well, I'm hungry. Snap, I'm hungry. I think I'm going to get ready and go down to my daughter's house and see what they doing and stuff like that. Or either ride up my mama's. I might ride up my mama's right quick. I am a little bit bored sitting here. Alright, y'all. Love y'all.